Juliet McKenna, just a little bit of background about your work as an author. I know you're based in Oxfordshire.
I live in Oxfordshire, yes. I write science fiction and fantasy, primarily wizards, dragons, dirty work at the crossroads. I've been traditionally published since 1999. I have 15 novels out, numerous short stories. And the publishing world has changed enormously in the last decade. So the future for writers is what people now refer to as being a hybrid author. So as well as the books that you'll see in Waterstones and on the high street, authors are increasingly doing their own self-publishing online e-books. Independent projects are at the forefront of this. Short fiction, novellas, all the sorts of things that aren't commercially viable for mainstream publishing. And the online world is fabulous for this. We can cross borders, we can reach customers worldwide. And my concern about this particular piece of legislation is that it threatens to shut that down wholesale.
And let me pick up on that then. Let me ask you about the impact this legislation has had on you and other authors in a similar situation. These rules came into effect in January. How has it changed what looked like a very promising new section of your career?
We've had to stop selling direct from our own websites, which the customer may not see immediately because our books are still available through places like Amazon and Google Play and iTunes. But in order to do that, we have to hand very hefty fees to those third-party marketplaces. And they're providing a service, so as part of a business strategy, that's fine. But up until the 31st of December, if I sold an e-book direct through my own website, I paid 3.5% commission to PayPal, and I got to keep all the rest of the money. If I sell that book through Amazon, now 20% VAT comes off the top, then they take 30%, and then I get the rest. So it's had a significant impact, but it's not just the money. I can't continue to sell direct from my own website because I can't get the location information on my customers, which I would need to comply with the legislation. It's not that we don't want to do it, it's that we absolutely can't. The technical solutions simply aren't there.
How disappointed were you when you discovered that that was the case, given those two aspects you just mentioned, the bureaucracy involved and also the impact on the money you can take home at the end?
Disappointed doesn't even begin to cover it. Appalled, horrified, look it up in the thesaurus. I have had to scale back at least half of the projects, the independent publishing projects I had in hand for this year. The rest have had to be adjusted to take account of the fact that I won't have the revenue to invest in things like editorial services, artwork. So the knock-on effect for other craftspeople, other skilled people is there. It's not, the ripples that are spreading from this legislation go an awful lot further than people might initially have realised.
You've brought this campaign to Brussels. Do you have a sense that this might change, that you raising this as a campaign might help to change European law to a more sensible state of affairs?
I think so. We're really encouraged by the responses we're getting. What we're finding is that once we actually get to sit down with people and we lay out the facts and the figures, then the facts speak for themselves. Our job is to get into rooms and make people listen, and that's what we're here to do these couple of days.